Hi, I'm Jason Whalen, and today I'm going to talk to you about drinking and driving. First, I'm going to inform you, the audience, of the dangers of drinking and driving. There's 3 ways that I'm going to talk to you about that are dangers of drinking and driving. 1 is fatalities of yourself and others. 2 are the expenses, and 3 is job loss from drinking and driving. So first, I'd like to start off with the introduction, and also I'd like to start off with the definition of drinking and driving. While all state drinking and driving laws say that blood alcohol content of 0.08 is legally intoxicated, some studies show that blood alcohol content as low as 0.02% is enough to affect the ability of someone that can drive and increases the likelihood of an accident. There are over 220 million licensed drivers in the United States. For my source 1, according to Medical News Today, accidents, also referred to as unintentional injuries, are at the present 4th leading cause of death in the United States and a leading cause of death for ages 1 to 44. In the United States, every day, 28 people die from alcohol-related accidents. In 2015, nearly 1.1 million drivers were arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. First, I'm going to tell you about drinking and driving fatalities. Fatalities are the number 1 risk of drinking and driving. There are multiple ways to avoid drinking and driving. I have 4 ways listed here, but there also are many others. 1 is having a DD or designated driver. 2, calling a taxi or Uber service. And 3, staying sober in general, not drinking. And 4, not drinking past your legal limit, which is again that 0.08, and roughly your legal limit is 1 to 2 beers, depending on your body weight. Now I'm just going to spit a couple facts at you about fatalities in drinking and driving. As mentioned before, roughly 28 people die a day from drinking and driving accidents. Drinking and driving make up 30% of the deaths of automobile accidents. More than 12,000 people die annually due to drinking and driving. Roughly 66%, or 2 of every 3 people, will be involved in a drinking accident in their life. Every 2 minutes, someone is injured from a drunk driver. Over 700 injuries are reported a day from alcohol-related accidents. Next, I'm going to tell you about, now that we've learned about fatalities, I'm going to move on to the expenses of drinking and driving. Expenses. Being involved in an accident is expensive in general, but being responsible while under the influence will tack on fines and court costs, which can range from $1,000 to $8,000. The average cost of a DUI is $10,000. First, let's talk about insurance. Insurance is what every driver is required by the law to have in order to operate a motorized vehicle. Insurance rates are directly impacted by your personal driving record. For example, the better you drive, the better your rates are. Insurance rates can be from $2,500 to more than $5,000 extra a year, which converts to roughly $200 to $400 extra a month that you already pay on your premium. Second, I'd like to talk about the requirements by the state. While each state is different and each state requires different things when it comes to DUIs, one thing that is universal through all states is alcohol classes. Alcohol classes can cost anywhere from $500 to $2,000 depending on where you live. A lot of states require certain items in your vehicle in order to drive again. Example, a breathalyzer. Breathalyzers cost anywhere from $200 to $500. Again, that's a lot of money added due just to drinking and driving. Third, I'd like to talk about possible bodily injuries. When involved in an accident, people can be injured, and if insurance doesn't cover the full cost, you may be sued for the remaining balance. Hospital bills are really expensive and can be overwhelming at times. The average non-fatal injury that causes a disability is around $61,000. To put that into perspective, that's 6 times more than the basic coverage by your insurance, which is $10,000 for liability coverage. Now that we learned about expenses, I'm going to move on to the last topic, which is possible job loss due to drinking and driving. Job loss. Drinking and driving has many negative effects, and one of them are job loss. Many employers want future employees to have a clean or near clean perfect driving record. Here's a fact for you. 32% of all jobs in the United States require you to drive or operate some kind of vehicle. With careers being competitive, a DUI will limit or prevent you from getting future jobs. 92% of all jobs require some kind of background check. With employers able to see any convictions you've had, they can decline you as a future employee. Conclusion. So today, we learned about many damages and dangers to drinking and driving, which are fatalities, expenses, and potential job loss. Drinking and driving not only affects you, but it affects others that are around you. With all the information I've given you today, I hope you can understand the dangers of drinking and driving. There is always a time and a place for drinking, and driving is definitely not one of them. Thank you.